And unfortunately, what we're seeing is this virus is now moving up into West Virginia, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. It's kind of spreading laterally north, east, and west.
Since the first days of the pandemic, we have talked about COVID-19 as a virus that attacks the most vulnerable among us. And so we rushed to protect the elderly and the immunocompromised. But now this alarming new reality that children are being infected at a higher rate than any other age group.
A record number of COVID infections among children. They now account for 1 in 4 of all new cases. Los Angeles, now on the verge of becoming the first major school district in the country to mandate vaccines in children 12 and older, a vote that's expected to pass, set for later today. The U.S. is heading into the fall with 4 times more patients in hospitals than a year ago, more than 100,000. And health officials warn the surge isn't over, but it is on the move. As cases and hospitalizations stabilize in hard-hit southern states like Florida, Alabama, and Mississippi, CDC documents show ICU hospitalizations are on the rise in the Northwest and upper Midwest. While in Idaho, one of the least vaccinated states, paramedics in Boise telling us nearly every patient with COVID symptoms they take to the hospital is unvaccinated.
This COVID virus has been kind of like a really long mass casualty incident that just goes on and on and on. And so it's been definitely tough on my people.
Rising meat prices are prompting the White House to take action. Grocery prices are up nearly 3% in the last year, but beef and pork up more than 10%.
I see it every week in the grocery store. You look at prices and you're like almost stunned.
At a briefing Wednesday, White House officials took aim at the big meat companies.
It raises a concern about pandemic profiteering, about companies that are driving price increases in a way that hurts consumers.
They say 4 companies, JBS, Tyson Foods, Cargill Meat Solutions Corp., and National Beef Packing Company, control most of the market. And data shows they've been raising prices during the pandemic while generating big profits.
Those companies have seen record or near record profits in the first half of this year. And that has coincided with a period where we've seen disproportionate increase in prices in those segments.
Although the companies have faced unprecedented labor and transportation costs due to the pandemic, the Agriculture Secretary suggests the companies may now be price gouging.
Our job is to make sure that that farmer gets a fair price and that the producer, when I go to the grocery store and I'm in the checkout line, I'm paying a fair price.
So to ensure consumers and farmers are treated fairly, the White House says it's moving to strengthen current regulations, expand processing capacity, promote American-made labels.